What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Tonight we're going to do a little talk about chemicals in food. Now, I've been outspoken for quite a long time about chemicals, sweeteners, stuff like aspartame, which I've seen inflammation. It happens to myself, my wife, other clients and stuff. I've seen what it can do by removing it, putting it back and forth in your diet, only having that one variable. And I'm not saying that it causes cancer and kills you, but it does cause inflammation, which inflammation is bad for you health-wise. But the IIF-WHAM crowd does not give a fuck. They don't give a shit about inflammation. They don't give a shit about health. They do not give a flying fuck. Now, let me just preface this by saying I didn't give a fuck. For like the longest time, I didn't give a shit. Till about my early 30s when I started feeling like my body was not able to handle some of these chemicals anymore. And cleaning my body out and feeling a million times better, I was like, well, fuck, that's the key. Like, what the hell is going on? Because some of these foods should not be causing this issue, but I found out these foods have chemicals. Like Chick-fil-A has a certain, their fries have a certain, it's some kind of chemical that's in their fucking fries that's a preservative. And some of these other companies too, like shelf lives of food that's fucking like 2, 3, 4 years. You're like, what the fuck? That's impossible. So they have these chemicals they put in the food. Now, the latest one that we saw this week come out, and there are going to be people that argue, listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't want your opinion. I'm not asking. I'm telling you what the fuck is going on. And you're always going to find someone that will fight and argue back and rebut what the fuck you're talking about. So you're going to find 5 people to say you're right, 5 people to say that you're wrong. I don't fucking care what anybody thinks. What I do care about is putting chemicals in my body and not knowing they're there. Okay, so this is a whole nother fucking ball of wax that I think, you know, it's one thing to put the chemical names on the fucking packages and then consume them and let the consumer be, you know, vigilant on whether or not they're fucking paying attention to what the fuck is going on. But it's their choice, right? If they know what's in it, it's their choice. But what if they don't know what's in there? Or what if they don't know what the fuck they're looking at? Or what if there's an ingredient that's technically not considered a food, so it doesn't need to be on the list because it's not a food? Exactly. Now it's still in there. And I remember saying, you know, wow, you know, there's a lot more cancer nowadays. Like, people are dying of cancer more now than when I was a kid. And people actually said some dumb, ignorant shit like, well, Jerry, it's because of the internet. And I'm like, the internet is not making people fucking die of cancer. Like, no, information travels faster. It's like, listen, more fucking people are dying today, now, of cancer than ever before. And it's not because they know how to fucking diagnose it now. It's because there's more cases of fucking cancer now than ever before. That's how that fucking works. And, you know, I don't get it. Like, people just love to argue. And, you know, what blows my mind is these same people, right? If you ask them, hey, the cigarette companies didn't even put anything about cancer on them for like forever. All of a sudden they put something on there because they were like, oh, fuck, may cause cancer. It took them that long to figure out that lung cancer is caused by smoking. And you're trying to tell me that the rest of the shit is on the up and up and they know everything that, no, they don't. So as information comes out and they find things out, they put it out. Like this week, the Roundup, the Montesso's Roundup, or whatever the fuck it is called. So it's it's a compound, I don't know what the fuck you would call it, called glyphosate. I think that's how you say it. It's a herbicide that it's made by the largest chemical corporation, Bayer. Purchase of Monsanto glyphosate, whatever the fuck it is, main chemical in Roundup, is present in just about everything. It says some other interesting things. I mean, we're not going to get into that whole thing here, but basically I just wanted to get into the background of what this shit is. So basically it's talking about toxic foods. The herbicide is present in certain levels, glyphosate, whatever the fuck it is. The herbicide is present in certain levels in almost every single processed food you can think of. Okay, now this is what I was fucking saying. A lot more cancer, a lot more diabetes, a lot more autism in the foods. The foods are the common factor that everybody eats the same fucking foods. They may live in different places, come from different backgrounds, come from different ethnic backgrounds. It's the foods, right? You go to these other countries that chemicals like this are illegal to put in the food. The foods don't taste like they do here. They fucking taste a lot better in the other countries. And they don't have as much disease and obesity and fucking diabetes and shit that we have here. And cancer. Other countries, it's not the same. Why? Why is America so fucking bad? Well, first of all, we're fat as fuck and we'll eat anything. And those goddamn foods that we're eating that are pretty much anything are loaded with fucking chemicals. This is one of them that is an absolute fucking carcinogen. Now, they'll say, like, even if you Snopes this, Snopes doesn't say this is not true. Snopes says what's not true is that this company is not hiding data. They didn't say that it's not true that it's in the foods and it's a fucking, like, you got to be careful because even Snopes can word things the right way to you. Like, well, Snopes said it's not true. No, they said the company's not hiding the data that it's in there and that it's carcinogen. But they also didn't say that it's not fucking true and the shit's not in there, okay? Basically, Snopes said the shit is in the fucking food too, but don't worry about it. That's pretty much, so I was like, what the fuck? Get fucked. That's pretty much where I'm at. So even the natural products found to be contaminated with the same shit. Soil that the farmers are wishing to grow organic produce on, to be purchased or obtained somehow with the little money had to make a living, it was already contaminated with the glyphosate. So the minerals and vitamins present in soil are much greater levels in the past centuries have been depleted, leading to what some people believe is a catastrophic collection of potassium deficiency, a vital electrolyte necessary for the human brain and muscle function. Now, I don't know if the Roundup is causing more of a depletion, but they mention that in there, but they don't really have a segue as to say what it's all about. So here's some of the food products that tested positive for this shit, right? Maize grain, I don't know what the fuck that is. Soybeans, soybean fodder, cottonseed, sorghum, cottonseed's in there twice. Maize grain, that's on there twice. Barley, straw, and fodder grass hay. Lentils, sweet corn, and sugar beet. Now here's the ones that really kind of stuck out to me. This stuff has the cancer-causing chemical in it. Kellogg's Raisin Bran, Kellogg's Corn Flakes, Kashi Organic Promise, Kellogg's Special K, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Original Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, Wheaties, Trix, Annie's gluten-free bunny cookies, Cheez-It Original, Cheez-It Whole Grain, Kashi Soft Baked Cookies, Oatmeal and Dark Chocolate, Ritz Crackers, Triscuit Crackers, Oreo Triscuit Crackers, Oreo Original, Oreo Double Stuffed Chocolate Sandwich Cookies, Oreo Double Stuffed Golden Sandwich Cookies, Stacy's Simply Naked Pita Chips, Lay's Kettle Cook Original, Doritos, Cool Ranch, fuck, that's one of my favorites too, son of a bitch, Fritos, Original 100% whole grain, Goldfish Crackers with color, Goldfish Crackers whole grain, Little Debbie Oatmeal Cream Pies, Oatmeal Cookies that are gluten-free, 365 Organic Golden Round Crackers, Back to Nature Crispy Cheddar Crackers. What the fuck? Half that shit on there I like. You know what I mean? Half that shit on there is shitty food and I wouldn't eat it, but if I was into eating shitty food, I'd be eating that shit, right? Now, the breakfast cereals. Quaker Simply Granola Oats, Honey, Raisins, and Almonds. Back to Nature Banana Walnut, Granola Clusters, Nature's Valley Granola Protein Oats, Kind Vanilla Blueberry Clusters of Flax Seeds, Instant Oats, Granola, Nature's Path, Organic Honey Almond, Back to Nature Classic Granola, Giant Instant Oatmeal, oh shit, Giant's on there too, Original Flavor, Simple Truth Organic Instant Oatmeal, Quaker Dinosaur Eggs, that's fucked up, Great Value Organic Instant Oatmeal, Maple Pecan Oompa Oats, I don't know, Market Pantry Instant Oatmeal, Oat Breakfast Cereal, Kashi Heart Organic, Cheerios Toasted Whole Grain, Lucky Charms, Barber's Multigrain Spoonfuls, Kellogg's Cracklin' Snack Bars, Kind Oats, Honey Toasted Coconut, Nature's Valley Quaker Chewy Chocolate Chip Granola Bar, Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Bars, Bob's Red Mill Steel Cut Oats. So even if you're eating something like Steel Cut Oats, you think you're doing all right. You can load yourself with a bunch of fucking chemicals, and that's organic old-fashioned oats. Whole Foods Bulk Bin Conventional Rolled Oats, Whole Oats, 365 Organic Fashion Rolled Oats, Quaker Steel Cut Oats, Quaker Old Fashioned Oats. Here's the juice brands: Minute Maid, Tropicana, Kirkland, Slater Brothers, Signature Farms, Miscellaneous Foods, Ben & Cherry's Ice Creams, Women's Feminine Hygiene Products, certain vaccines it's in, human urine samples they found it in, what the fuck, groundwater samples, cotton clothing products, rainwater samples. Now that is what they put on the list. And there's other shit out there with this stuff in it. Now, the World Health Organization has been looking at this for a while, and the company, I think it's Bayer that owns the thing, is like, well, you know, there's not really high enough levels to do any harm. You still put a fucking poison in your body, right? But here's the kicker. They did a retesting recently. And the reason why this is coming up now is because they actually found high enough levels to be concerned about in these fucking foods and shit. So now even the company can't go, well, there's not enough in it. Like, no, listen, there's enough in it. On top of it, there's so many fucking foods that have this in there that most people are eating more than one of these foods every day, which means they could be eating 2, 3, or 4 of these foods every single day consistently, and that is going to cause a fucking problem. Now, you're going to get the naysayers like, Jerry, it doesn't matter. Those are the same motherfuckers that be like, oh my God, you took DNP? That's fucking crazy. Like, yeah, DNP is a pool chemical, okay? It's in TNT. Like, it's a fucking chemical. It's a poison. But you're eating fucking poison saying it doesn't matter. Like, you can't be too fucking faced like that. You have to pick one. Either poison in your body is bad or poison in your body is good. Fucking pick one. Stop fucking playing favorites. And because you like Doritos, it's okay for you. Because I want to take DNP, it's not all right for me because it's not Doritos. Like, there's so much bullshit going on out there. And there's so many people that want to fucking argue and fight and not give up their Doritos and their fucking cheesy crackers and their fucking goldfish crackers. They're so addicted to food in general that they can't even give up those foods. So what they do is they trick themselves. Oh, it's not a big deal. This fucking person said over here that owns the fucking company, it's going to go bankrupt if I stop eating these things. They said it's okay. They said there's not enough in there. Just like it was one of the soda companies had a specific thing in the soda that causes cancer, but it's not enough to fuck you up. And then California said, you know what? You're not fucking selling this shit in our stuff anymore at all. You're fucking done. Get it out. And they had to fucking take it out of the product. Because even the major soda companies like, oh, it's not a big deal. So even the soda companies have carcinogens in them. Now here's my problem. Put on the fucking goddamn label. Contains things that may cause cancer. They did that with the little sodium saccharin packets. You know what happened? Nobody ate them anymore. May cause cancer, has caused cancer in lab rats. They would put all over the fucking pink packets of sweetener. Next thing you know, NutraSweet, aka Equal, aspartame, whatever the fuck you want to call it, became like the biggest thing ever because it didn't cause cancer. People don't want to put chemicals in their body. Put that shit on the fucking food that there may be chemicals in here that if you're combining foods in large enough amounts may cause cancer. Put that on the fucking food and let the people decide for themselves rather than bullshitting your way through, not even telling people it's in there. Somebody else has to fucking go and test everything and spend all this money and this time to catch you doing something that's fucking a bunch of bullshit and then just try to play it off like, oh, there's not even enough in there. Dude, they're eating 4 or 5 different products per day, taking medications, fucking wearing clothes, using fucking high sanitary pads, whatever the fuck they call them for women. There's multiple things being fucking put in people's bodies with these cancer-causing agents. But no, we're not. We had more cancer back in the day. It's just because of the internet now that we know about cancer more. Like, motherfucker, I grew up in a town. That town had fucking people in it. And those people, some of them got fucking cancer. And you know what? That same fucking town, now a lot more people get cancer. So it's either something environmental or food-wise, but it's not just the town I grew up in. It's the whole goddamn fucking country. Cancer is fucking crazy. Diabetes is crazy. 2 man-made diseases that we have that fucking we could avoid a big amount of if we took care of the foods that we ate and took care of our bodies and were healthier about the choices we made and didn't allow for this shit to be put in them. Now, my advice to you guys, and not that anybody asks you, either Jerry, go fuck yourself, but here's the deal. Start eating foods that are not on these fucking lists, right? Whatever foods you normally like to eat, start Googling the fuck out of them and be like, you know, does this food contain any cancer-causing agent? Does it contain any kind of chemical that is shouldn't be ingested or whatever, because the information is going to pop up, but you have to do the homework for yourself. But boycott these fucking companies that are putting this shit in the fucking food and telling you it's okay. It's not okay. You think that these companies really give a fuck if you have cancer and die? Well, Jerry, they're killing their customers. They don't give a fuck. You know why? Because the customers don't even know what's in there. Your doctor's not going to say shit. It's the food you're eating. Your doctor's going to say it's the sun, it's smoking, it's fucking anything. It's fucking environmental. You ate some fucking fertilizer. It's anything except the food that you're eating, which means they don't fucking know. The people that are still alive when you die from cancer, they don't know. They have fucking kids. They feed them the fucking foods. Those motherfuckers that have cancer, the kids grow up, they don't realize it was the fucking foods. The doctors still don't know it's food, so they keep feeding the fucking food to the next people, and it never fucking ends. So no, it's not gonna fucking kill off their fucking their customers. They're just gonna have new customers because nobody realizes it's the food. They wouldn't have any more customers, not because everybody died, but everybody wake the fuck up and say, I'm not putting this shit in my body. I'm not giving it to my kids. I'm not poisoning fucking people because that's not what goes in our body. It's not fucking good. It's gonna cause bad things down the road. That's the way to fucking shut those motherfuckers down and put them out of business. Not sitting there going, well, I don't know, could be anything. Listen, a lot of people are going to be in denial of this shit, okay? Because you motherfuckers out there, IFWAM motherfuckers, don't want to give up cookies, cake, and fucking Doritos. I get it. I like that shit too. But you're in the fitness industry, right? You're in the health and fitness industry, and you don't give a fuck about being fit or healthy. You don't give a shit about fucking half the stuff that comes along with fitness, except your abs and whatever the fuck you get on Instagram for fucking likes. And you don't give a shit about your health until you start to lose your health, until you start to have problems. Then it could be too late. But instead of, just saying, you know what? I really believe in this lifestyle. I believe in the fitness lifestyle. I believe in the health lifestyle. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I had to have an epiphany and switch the way I ate and stuff like that too. But I believe in this, and I'm going to live this and be true to it. I'm not going to do it because it's a fad. I'm not going to do it for followers. I'm not going to do it to stroke my ego. I'm going to do it because it's the right thing for my body to do and because I love to do it. That would change this whole fucking situation. But people like, I know back home that don't work out, don't follow, they don't really pay attention to what they eat and stuff like that. They're never going to make the fucking connection. But I'm telling you right now, the foods are responsible for these fucking diseases like obesity, diabetes, cancer, fucking on the rise like crazy. There's no fucking doubt in my mind that these foods that people are ingesting, that when they have a fucking baby and they're breastfeeding, they say stuff like, oh, well, you can smoke and breastfeed and just wait 10 minutes afterwards and all the nicotine's out of your system. What the fuck? Like they're like, and all you now they allow you can drink a little bit. You can have alcohol while you're pregnant and shit. Like I know a lot of kids that came out fucked up from a little bit of alcohol. Okay, I know a lot of kids that are fucked up that they're still trying to figure out why they're fucked up, and they developed all fucked up while they're being fed all these fucked up foods. We weren't fed these foods as kids. We were fed more wholesome, natural foods than this shit. And you know what? As a whole, kids were healthier. As a whole, kids grew better. As a whole, everything was fucking better. People were sick less. They didn't have all these fucking issues and random bullshit going on with their health that we have nowadays. But can't be the food. If it's not the food, tell me, what is it? BioSecTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bioshing.com is the blog. It's the food, goddammit, bicep, and we are out.